Hey Taurus, let me pull these cards for you because the energy around this topic is genuinely fascinating. Before we dive in, I just want to say that what came through today feels different from the usual readings I do. There is something about the combination of cards that showed up that makes me think the universe is really trying to communicate something specific to you right now. So the question we are exploring today is about this incredible shift in fortune coming your way, specifically around abundance flowing into your home and life. When I shuffled the deck asking about this golden period ahead for Taurus, I pulled 10 cards that honestly gave me goosebumps because of how they build on each other. Let me start with the first card that came out, which is the King of Cups. Now this is interesting because when we talk about abundance and fortune, most people expect pentacles right away, but the King of Cups appearing first tells me something crucial about how this wealth and abundance is going to manifest for you. This king represents emotional maturity and mastery over feelings. The way I see this card in your reading is that the foundation of your incoming abundance is actually built on emotional intelligence and wisdom you have developed. You know how some people chase money desperately and it runs away from them? The King of Cups is telling me that your approach to prosperity is different. You have learned to maintain emotional balance even when things were uncertain. You have not let financial stress or material concerns destroy your inner peace. This emotional stability you have cultivated is actually magnetic to abundance. Think about it like this: when you are calm and centered, you make better decisions, you attract better opportunities, you recognize when something is truly valuable versus just shiny and tempting. The King of Cups also suggests that some of this incoming wealth might be connected to emotional work or healing work, or it could come through partnerships where emotional intelligence plays a key role. Maybe you work in a field that requires empathy and understanding, or maybe you are about to enter into a business partnership with someone who values your emotional wisdom. What really stands out to me about having this card first is that it is telling you that you are ready for this abundance. You are not going to lose your head when money starts flowing in, you are not going to make foolish choices or let greed take over. The universe knows you can handle prosperity with grace and wisdom. The second card that appeared is the Page of Swords, and this is where things get really interesting because this card is all about new information and mental agility. When I see the Page of Swords in a reading about incoming fortune, it tells me that knowledge is going to be a huge part of how you access this abundance. This could manifest in several ways. First, you might receive important information soon that opens a door to opportunity. This could be learning about an investment opportunity, hearing about a job opening, getting insider knowledge about a market trend, or discovering a skill that turns out to be incredibly profitable. The Page of Swords is curious and always seeking to learn more, so this card is encouraging you to stay intellectually engaged and pay attention to information coming your way. Do not dismiss ideas that sound unusual or opportunities that seem unconventional. This page is also about communication playing a key role in your prosperity. You might need to speak up about something, pitch an idea, negotiate for what you deserve, or use your writing and speaking skills to generate income. I have seen this card show up for people right before they started a successful podcast, launched a blog that took off, or finally had the courage to ask for a raise and got it. The Page of Swords can also indicate that you need to do some research and gather information before making your move. Do not rush into things without understanding them fully. The abundance is coming, but you need to be smart and strategic about how you position yourself to receive it. Another layer to this card is about cutting through illusions and seeing the truth. Maybe there have been people or situations clouding your judgment about what is possible for you financially. The Page of Swords is that moment of clarity where you suddenly see things as they really are, and that clear vision allows you to make moves that lead to prosperity. Now the third card is the Five of Cups, and I know this might seem contradictory at first because the Five of Cups is traditionally about loss and disappointment, but hear me out on how this fits into your abundance story. The Five of Cups shows a figure focused on 3 spilled cups while 2 cups remain standing behind them. In your reading, this card is telling me that part of your journey to abundance involves releasing grief and disappointment about past financial losses or missed opportunities. Maybe you have been holding on to regret about an investment that did not work out, a business that failed, a job you lost, or money that slipped through your fingers. The Five of Cups is saying that you need to turn around and see what is still available to you. Those 2 remaining cups represent resources, opportunities, and blessings that you still have access to, but you cannot tap into them if you are stuck mourning what is gone. This card often appears when someone needs to complete a grieving process before they can move forward. For you Taurus, this might mean finally making peace with past financial struggles or forgiving yourself for money mistakes you made. The emotional healing represented by the King of Cups we saw first is partly about processing and releasing these old disappointments. Here's the powerful thing about the Five of Cups in this position: it is suggesting that what you thought was a terrible loss or failure actually cleared the path for something much better. Sometimes we have to lose what is not right for us to make space for what is meant for us. That job you got fired from? It was blocking you from the career that will actually make you wealthy. That business that failed? It taught you lessons you needed to succeed in your next venture. The Five of Cups is bittersweet but ultimately liberating. It is the card of learning to let go and move on, and once you do that, the floodgates of abundance can open. The fourth card is the Page of Pentacles, and now we are getting into the earthly, material manifestation of this prosperity you have been asking about. After the emotional mastery of the King of Cups, the mental clarity of the Page of Swords, and the emotional release of the Five of Cups, here comes the Page of Pentacles representing the actual beginning of material abundance in the physical world. This card is the student of wealth, someone who is learning about money, resources, and material success. What I love about the Page of Pentacles is that it represents a methodical and practical approach to building wealth. This is not about getting rich quick or winning the lottery, although unexpected windfalls can happen. This is about laying solid foundations, learning valuable skills, being diligent and patient, and understanding that real wealth is built over time. For you Taurus, this card suggests you might be at the beginning of a new financial chapter. Maybe you are starting a new job, launching a business, going back to school to learn something marketable, or beginning an investment journey. The Page of Pentacles is studious and dedicated, so this card is encouraging you to approach your finances with seriousness and commitment. Take courses on financial literacy if you need to, learn about investing, study successful people in your field, ask questions, be humble enough to admit what you do not know so you can learn. This page is also about opportunities that seem small at first but have huge growth potential. Do not dismiss beginner positions or modest projects because the Page of Pentacles energy is about starting where you are and growing from there. I also see this card indicating that you might receive a financial opportunity soon that requires you to prove yourself or demonstrate your skills. This could be a probationary period at a new job, a trial project with a client, or an opportunity to show what you can do. The Page of Pentacles is telling you that if you show up with dedication and reliability, this small beginning will grow into something substantial. There is also a message here about being grounded and practical with money. Do not get caught up in flashy schemes or promises of easy money. The Page of Pentacles succeeds through steady effort and smart choices. Let me pull the fifth card now, and it is the Eight of Pentacles. O Taurus, this is perfect following the Page of Pentacles because the Eight of Pentacles is all about mastery through dedicated practice. If the Page is the student just beginning to learn, the Eight is the craftsperson who has committed to excellence and is well on their way to becoming a master. This card depicts someone working diligently at their craft, focused and absorbed in creating something of quality. In your reading about fortune flowing into your home, the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that your prosperity is directly connected to skill development and quality work. You are going to be rewarded for expertise, craftsmanship, and the dedication you put into perfecting your abilities. This is such an encouraging card because it says that your hard work will pay off. Every hour you have invested in getting better at what you do, every skill you have practiced, every time you chose to improve rather than settle, all of that is about to result in tangible rewards. The Eight of Pentacles often shows up right before someone gets recognition for their work, receives a promotion because their skills have become undeniable, starts getting premium clients willing to pay top dollar for quality, or finds that their reputation for excellence brings opportunities to them without even seeking them out. For you specifically Taurus, I feel like this card is saying that you should focus on being the best at what you do rather than worrying about competition or comparing yourself to others. The Eight of Pentacles energy is about personal excellence and continuous improvement. When you are this dedicated to your craft, abundance flows naturally because people want to work with someone who takes pride in quality. This card can also indicate that you might need to invest time or money into further developing your skills. Maybe there is a certification you should get, a course you should take, or a mentor you should learn from. See these as investments in your earning potential. The Eight of Pentacles also speaks to finding fulfillment in your work itself, not just the money it brings. When you genuinely enjoy perfecting your craft and take pride in quality work, success becomes inevitable because that passion and dedication shine through in everything you produce. The sixth card is the King of Pentacles, and wow Taurus, this is the ultimate card of material abundance and financial mastery. After seeing your journey from the emotional wisdom of the King of Cups, through learning and development with the pages, and the dedicated skill building of the Eight of Pentacles, here you arrive at the King of Pentacles, which represents the full manifestation of wealth and prosperity. This king sits on a throne decorated with bulls and grapes, symbols of fertility, abundance, and earthly pleasures. He is surrounded by the riches he has created through wise management and strategic thinking. In your reading, the King of Pentacles is not just a promise of wealth, it is showing you as the embodiment of prosperity. You are becoming this energy. You are stepping into the role of someone who knows how to generate, manage, and grow wealth. The King of Pentacles is a master of the material world. He understands business, investment, property, resources, and how to make money work for him rather than working endlessly for money. This card suggests that you are developing or will soon develop this kind of financial wisdom. You might find yourself naturally understanding money in a new way, making smarter financial decisions, seeing investment opportunities others miss, or developing a business sense you did not know you had. The King of Pentacles is also about security and stability. This is not about flashy wealth that comes and goes. This is about building lasting financial security that provides for you and your family for years to come. For you as a Taurus, this resonates perfectly with your natural desire for security and comfort. The King of Pentacles is your astrological ruler in many ways, as Taurus is the sign most connected to material resources and earthly pleasures. This card is saying that you are coming into your power when it comes to creating the comfortable, secure, abundant life you desire. Another beautiful aspect of the King of Pentacles is generosity. This king is wealthy enough to be generous without it hurting him. He supports others, invests in people and projects he believes in, and finds joy in sharing his abundance. This card suggests that as your fortune grows, you will also have the pleasure of being generous with family and friends, creating abundance that extends beyond just yourself. The seventh card that came through is the Sun, and honestly, Taurus, when I pulled this card, my immediate thought was yes, this is confirmation that you are entering a golden period in every sense of the word. The Sun is one of the most purely positive cards in the entire tarot deck. It represents success, vitality, joy, clarity, and things coming into the light. In your reading about wealth and abundance filling your home, the Sun is saying that this is not just about money, this is about a period of overall happiness and fulfillment. Everything is going to feel easier and lighter. Projects that were struggling suddenly succeed. Relationships that were strained become harmonious. Your health and energy improve. And yes, financial abundance flows freely because you are in alignment with the energy of prosperity. The Sun brings visibility and recognition. This could mean that your work gets noticed by important people, your business gains publicity, your talents are showcased to a wider audience, or you simply become known for your excellence in your field. This visibility translates to opportunity and income. The Sun also represents authenticity and being able to shine as your true self. Part of your upcoming abundance is connected to you stepping fully into who you really are and sharing your authentic gifts with the world. When you stop trying to be what others expect and instead embrace your true nature and talents, success becomes natural and effortless. For you, Taurus, the Sun is especially significant because it suggests that you are moving out of a darker or more uncertain period and into clarity and confidence. Maybe you have been confused about your direction or doubting your worth or feeling stuck in limitation. The Sun is the breaking dawn after a long night. Suddenly everything becomes clear. You know what to do. You feel confident in your abilities. You trust that good things are coming. This confidence itself is magnetic to opportunity. The Sun also brings playfulness and joy back into your life. You might find yourself enjoying your work again, feeling excited about projects, laughing more, and approaching life with childlike enthusiasm and optimism. This positive energy makes you more creative, more innovative, and more attractive to others who want to work with or support you. Now the eighth card is the Lovers, and this is fascinating because the Lovers is primarily about choices, partnerships, and alignment. In a reading about fortune and abundance, the Lovers suggests that you are going to face important choices that determine how abundance flows to you, or that partnership will play a crucial role in your prosperity. The Lovers card is about making decisions that align with your deepest values and true self. You might be presented with multiple opportunities and need to choose wisely. This card is encouraging you to choose based on what feels right in your heart and soul, not just what looks good on paper or what other people think you should do. When you make choices that honor your authentic self and values, the universe supports you with abundance. The Lovers can also literally indicate that a romantic partner or business partner will be instrumental in your financial success. This could be a spouse who supports your goals, a business partner whose skills complement yours perfectly, or a collaboration that proves incredibly profitable. If you are in a relationship, This card suggests discussing financial goals with your partner and making sure you are aligned in your vision for abundance. Working together as a team multiplies your manifestation power. The Lovers also speaks to integration and bringing different parts of yourself or your life into harmony. Maybe you have been compartmentalizing, keeping your creative side separate from your practical side, or believing you have to choose between doing what you love and making money. The Lovers is saying you can have both. You can do work that fulfills your soul and pays well. You can be spiritual and wealthy. You can follow your passion and achieve financial security. This card is about ending the either-or mentality and embracing the both in reality. For you Taurus, the Lovers appearing in this reading is a reminder that true abundance includes love and meaningful relationships, not just material wealth. The fortune filling your home is not just gold and money, it is also love, harmony, beauty, and connection. Your prosperity will be shared with people you love, making it even more meaningful and joyful. The ninth card is Five of Swords, and I will be honest, this card gave me pause at first because the Five of Swords is typically about conflict, defeat, and hollow victories. But in the context of your abundance reading, I am seeing this card as a warning and a piece of wisdom you need as you step into greater prosperity. The Five of Swords depicts someone who has won a battle but at great cost, with others walking away defeated. In your situation, this card is cautioning you about several things. First, as you become more successful and wealthy, you may encounter jealousy, competition, or people who try to undermine you. Not everyone will be happy about your success. Some people may try to take credit for your work, spread rumors, or create conflict. The Five of Swords is warning you to be aware of this without becoming paranoid. Protect yourself, document your work, be strategic about who you trust, but do not let fear of others steal your joy or stop your progress. Second, this card is asking you to consider what kind of success you want. Do you want to win at any cost, even if it means stepping on others or compromising your values? Or do you want to succeed with integrity? The Five of Swords can represent achieving success through manipulation or cutthroat tactics, but it also shows that such victories feel empty. For you Taurus, this card is encouraging you to pursue abundance in a way that allows you to sleep peacefully at night. Do not burn bridges unnecessarily. Do not gloat over others' failures. Do not succeed by making others fail. There is enough abundance for everyone, and you can rise without pushing others down. Third, the Five of Swords might be indicating a conflict or competitive situation you need to walk away from. Maybe there is a business battle that is not worth fighting, a partnership that has turned sour, or a situation where winning would cost you more than it is worth. Sometimes the smartest thing to do is let others think they won while you quietly move on to bigger and better opportunities. Pick your battles wisely. Not every conflict deserves your energy. The Five of Swords is ultimately about learning when to fight and when to walk away, when to engage and when to preserve your peace. As you enter this prosperous phase, you will need this discernment. The 10th and final card in your reading is the World, and Taurus, I could not think of a more perfect card to complete this journey we have taken through your fortune reading. The World is the card of completion, achievement, and arriving at a major milestone. It represents a cycle coming to full fruition and reaching a state of wholeness and success. In your reading about abundance filling your home, the World is saying that you are approaching or will soon reach a moment of culmination where everything comes together beautifully. This is not just about money, although financial success is definitely part of it. The World represents success in all areas of life simultaneously. Your career is thriving, your relationships are fulfilling, your home is comfortable and beautiful, your health is good, your spirit is nourished, you feel whole and complete. Everything you have been working toward is finally manifesting. The World also represents recognition and achievement on a larger scale. This could be reaching a major professional milestone, completing a significant project, achieving a long-held goal, or being recognized for your contributions in your field. There is a sense of having arrived, of being exactly where you are meant to be. For you Taurus, the World is especially significant because it represents the ultimate manifestation of material comfort and security that your sign craves. Your home really will be filled with gold and honey, meaning comfort, luxury, sweetness, and abundance. You will have created the stable, beautiful, pleasurable life you desire. The World also speaks to freedom and having options. When you have achieved financial security and success, you have the freedom to choose how you spend your time, who you spend it with, and what projects you take on. You are no longer constrained by financial necessity. You can make choices based on what brings you joy and fulfillment. This is true wealth. Finally, the World indicates that you have learned and integrated important lessons from your journey. You have grown, evolved, and become wiser. The fortune that flows to you now is something you can handle with maturity and grace because of everything you have learned along the way. You are ready for this blessing. So Taurus, let me pull all of this together for you. Your reading shows a complete journey from emotional mastery and wisdom, through mental clarity and learning, through skill development and dedication to excellence, culminating in material abundance, recognition, joyful success, and ultimately a sense of wholeness and completion. The fortune that is coming to you is not random luck. It is the result of who you have become, the skills you have developed, the emotional wisdom you have cultivated, and the choices you make going forward. Your home will indeed be filled with gold and honey, meaning both material abundance and sweet, fulfilling experiences. This is a prosperous time ahead, and you are ready for it.